Well, the Dow reached 16,000 for the first time ever this week, this as we enter the holiday season. Here to talk about the possible impact on our economy is Dr. John Robinson, an economics professor from Viterbo. Thanks for being here with us.
Glad to be here.
Well, what does this historic high mean for our economy?
Well, if we're buy low, sell high, probably, right? So that applies to companies when the prices are high for stocks. They want to sell shares to generate some cash. And if we're lucky, that means investment. And if we're really lucky, that means investing in hiring people.
All right. And so what does that mean as we head into the holiday season, if anything?
Well, if they do raise funds from the capital market, then it would mean more economic activity in companies that supply other companies. And that might filter down to everyday working Americans. But it doesn't happen overnight. These things take time to kick in.
Why is the economy so strong right now?
Well, there's a couple things. First, even though the stock prices are high, if you look at how much earnings companies are making, it's not out of character with history. Well, going back 140 years, it's pretty high, but compared to the 60s and the 90s, we're pretty stable. So it's not that we have a great economy, it's maybe we're back to normal.
So is this beneficial for the average person, or is this just something that is good for traders?
Well, if you've got, say, a 401k that's in the equities market, it'll benefit your retirement account. Obviously, the more assets one owns, the better you are. So naturally, that's going to help people with more investments than people with less. And
you've mentioned this before, but with the stock market being so high right now, should people be investing more heavily right now, or what do you do?
Well, right. I mean, the higher it goes, then the higher you're buying.
Right.
So the reason it's such a good time for companies to sell is because they can get more money from the sale. So if you're the buyer end, that's not as good.
So you might want to stop and think a little bit about what you want to do with that 401k right now.
Absolutely.
Any switching or anything you might be considering.
Right. But if you were going to do bonds, they're at really high prices now too. So.
Okay. Good to know. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time today.
Absolutely.